Hello, hello. Welcome here, everyone. Welcome to another edition, part 2, of making every unknown out of Perler beads in Pokemon. We're gonna have a fun stream today. We're gonna be hunting for shinies. We're gonna be finishing the Pokedex. Well, probably not finishing the unknown decks today, but we'll definitely be making more progress. Last week, if you weren't here, we got through 5 forms. We got through A, B, C, D, and E. And hopefully today we get through a few more. And maybe, with the luck of the die, we might just hit a shiny one. We gotta hit a 20 in order to hit a shiny unknown. Last week we didn't hit any. But maybe this week we can. Hey David, good to see you here. How's everybody been? How's everybody here doing? For me, it's been a pretty chill Tuesday. Haven't been up to too much. Just got through Torchic today. But hopefully you checked out that short. Got Torchic up on the wall now. Yeah, we're starting through Gen 3. It's really exciting. I'm really excited to get through more of the third generation Pokemon. They weren't games that I played a ton of when I was growing up, but that was right around when I started collecting Pokemon cards as a kid, and so I have a lot of fond memories of collecting Generation 3 Pokemon cards. Those were always some of my absolute favorites. Some of the EX series, and just being able to pull some EX cards back in the day when that was like the biggest hit you could get. Those are always super exciting. But yeah, why don't we just get into beating? Why don't we just get into it? Whoops. Oh my gosh. I gotta work on not slaughtering my entire setup here. Hopefully the audio is good. Let me know if there's any issues. I'll adjust things. But for those of you that are here, it's time to roll the die. I want to get right into this. I want to see if we can hit... Where is it? This natural 20. We gotta hit this 20 if we want to get a fancy blue unknown. So, not to hold you in suspense too longer, let's see what we get. I don't think this is gonna cut it. I don't think a 4 is gonna cut it. We're moving on to Unknown F, one of the most iconic forms. And they are just gonna be a normal black unknown. Let's pop the PNG up. Boop. There we go. And I guess I have to get my template up as well. Not coming in prepared here. But that's alright. And I'm hoping to continue making this more of a weekly thing here. Get one stream going every week. I think that could be a lot of fun, and that's something I'm gonna be hoping to continue. It might not always be Tuesdays, but that just tends to be a day that I have free. And so it works best for me. Unknown F, there we go. Let's get this bad boy made. Perfect. Hey Shannon, hey Ariane, welcome here, welcome here. Thanks for stopping in and watching. Alright. We didn't hit the shiny roll on Unknown F, so we're gonna just start by making another regular unknown form. Let's get this going. All right. It is really fun. Enjoy the streaming. Thank you, Ariane. I will. I will do my best to enjoy this. If we hit a shiny, I'll really enjoy it. Just 885. Hey, welcome. Thanks for coming. Hey, Atlas. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Am I making this right? I don't think so. Hey, Cora, welcome here. If you guys are just coming in, we missed another shiny hit, unfortunately. We did not roll the nat 20 to get a shiny Unown F, but we press on. We still got plenty more chances. We got 20 more forms to go yet, so plenty of chances. We still not at odds. Ariane, hoping one day you'll stream on a Friday so you can watch the whole stream? Only if I can? Well, that's potentially an opportunity. I oftentimes end up having shifts on Fridays, and then I'm not as free. Yeah, this Friday I work, but hopefully in the future, if I don't have a shift at my part-time job, Fridays are often free for me. So, good to know. I do think that streaming on Fridays would be a good idea. So I am going to keep that in mind and hopefully try and get some streams out on Friday too. That'd be a good way. Let me know in chat. I know you guys are all here, so clearly Tuesdays aren't like a write-off for you, but like, what is your ideal day that you would watch? Would you be more free on the weekends? Is there a certain weekday that you guys would rather be watching? Is there a certain time that works better for you? Obviously, I kind of have to work around my schedule, but I am curious to know when you guys typically watch most of your content and when you guys are mostly online, because I would like to be able to stream to the most of you possible. I hope you guys had a good weekend, by the way. Here in Canada, it was a long weekend. We had Monday off. It was Family Day in most of the country. Or in my province, it is called Louis Riel Day, after the founder of the province. And so I took that time. Me and my parents went out to go visit some of my family out of town. And it was nice. I got to see some of my cousins and my grandma. And that was really lovely. It's always good to go take some time and visit with your family. I guess if you guys are in the States, you guys would have also had the holiday. I believe it's President's Day there. So I hope all of you who had a good long weekend. And you guys got up to some fun stuff as well. I hope you would stream on Fridays as well. I have little to no time during the week. Okay, good to know, good to know. Friday and Saturdays work best for you. Cora, you're free most days, weekends more? All right. I oftentimes have stuff up on weekends, but maybe I could stream a bit later on the weekends. Sometimes I have evening shifts. My part-time job typically has work in the evenings. So maybe like a Saturday morning, get out your breakfast and bead. That could be interesting, but I'm also lazy on the weekend, so getting up early is hard. But for a stream, maybe I could be convinced to wake up early on a Saturday. That could be fun. And I don't always work every Saturday, so might not be able to be a routine thing, but maybe we can work that in. Maybe we'll try for something like that next week. We'll see what's up. And it was also my birthday over the weekend. On Friday, I turned 28, and I went out with some friends. It wasn't even my idea to go out. I'm normally an indoor person, but one of my friends was very excited to try going to a goth club rave night. And so that is very outside my comfort zone, but it was fun. We went, and the music was really good. I like that kind of music. And we had some fun experiences. We danced. We just had a good time. So, believe it or not, I went crazy this weekend. It was a wild time. But it was good. We didn't stay out crazy late or anything. I think we were on our way home by a little after midnight, maybe 12:30. So we didn't shut the place down or anything like that. But we had fun with it. Sometimes these beads get a little stuck together. Can be annoying to place. Oops. I've also been following along with some of the Olympics. It's not in the best time zone for me here in Canada. You know, it's often very early in the morning. But it's been nice to follow some of the Canadian sports that are going on. I always enjoy. I'm a pretty big sports fan in general, so I do typically enjoy watching sports. Even though I don't follow the Olympics that much, it's always cool to see when Canada wins some medals, and just the elite level that these athletes are able to perform at is pretty impressive. Have any of you folks been following any of the Olympic sports? Any particular sport that you're most interested in? Personally, for me, I'm a big curler. I've been playing that sport most of my life, curling, so it's always very exciting to watch, since historically Canada has been quite good. Although recently the rest of the world has been catching up, and so a lot of the other teams like Korea and Sweden and Scotland are are quite competitive, and will Switzerland even too, very often able to take the top spot. But here's hoping. You wish you could stay longer, but you gotta go. It's pretty late in your time zone. Oh, that's all right, 8:85, just 8:85. Thanks for stopping in, and if you feel so inclined, you can check the VOD later, see if we hit any shinies. Hope you have a good one. Oh. I'm putting these in the wrong spot now, aren't I? Or am I? No, I think this is right. Yeah. Yeah, these are the right spot. I'm doing it. I'm doing it correct. With so many different shades of gray, it can be hard to remember sometimes which one goes where. Almost done here with Unown F, one of the more iconic forms. Am I missing any of those colors? Yes. One more. Then we need this one. Oh, I missed some there. Now I need extra light ones. Oh, I still need a few of these. Now I can fill it in with some of the light gray. There have been a couple of times where I made a sprite and afterwards I look at it and I just think, oh, this color choice sucked. Why did I do this? Why did I just spend all this time making this for it to look like that? And so then I have to make a second one, and it's, I guess I should fill this in too. It's a bit of a waste of time, but it's also a learning opportunity. It's, I don't have to do that too often, but every once in a while you gotta do some trial and error and you have to make a couple copies. I know that happened with Espeon when I made Espeon for the first time. I used the wrong purple I didn't like, and I was like, okay, I guess I gotta fix this. So I made 2 Espeons and gave one away to a friend. Hello, you're happy you're here? Thank you. I believe... Okay, correct me if I get your name wrong again, but I believe you told me last time it was Iaju. So hopefully that's how we pronounce your name. But thank you for coming, and you're happy Torchic exists? I'm happy Torchic exists too. We're on the same page. And Hielke, welcome. I am live, yes. Yes, we are live. And we have just, I believe, completed Unknown F. We didn't hit the shiny, but we're gonna be making even more, so there's still a chance. Let's get the iron on for this guy. Oh no, did I pronounce your name wrong? I remembered the Iaju. That's good. Sorry. Turtwig, remind me how to pronounce your name. I am not a very good linguist. Hey, Jared, what letter are we on? Well, we are on Unknown F. We just finished. We're getting the tape on, and we're going to be ironing her down soon here. Michael, welcome. Mischievous Bull, hey, everybody's popping in. You missed the first one? No worries, no worries. We got plenty more to come. Just call you Shiny Turtwig? Dutch is too hard. I'm sorry. Dutch is a hard language. I will call you Shiny Turtwig upon your request. My cousin-in-law is Dutch, and she hasn't taught me enough yet, so I'll have to get some lessons from her so that I can pronounce your actual name properly. We're on letter F. Just finishing it up. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to pronounce your name right. It's Oyos Swaniko? Soniko? You know what? You're going to have to give me a nickname or teach me how to pronounce that, but you think I'm very pretty? I appreciate that. You're probably very pretty too. Let's get the holes poked in this Unown. Hopefully you can hear some crunching. Blaziken Thursday? Yes, welcome Skelisonic. Blaziken on Thursday. We're getting through. After this week and weekend, we will have all of the Hoenn starters up on the wall, which will be very good. Oh, it's hi, I am Nico in Portuguese? Okay. Portuguese is, I do not know anything in Portuguese, Brazilian or otherwise, so I'll call you Nico if that's all right. I saw your video, you mentioned the Torchic fans in the comments, and you know, I've been counting for like 40 days about Torchic line, so that was cool to get Torchic love recognized. Yeah, I'm here to recognize every Pokemon. We're making them all in order. They all deserve some appreciation and some notice. You lost me from your feed for ages until Ho-Oh. The algorithm's my biggest hater, and I'll die on that hill. Where I live is actually a holiday called Mardi Gras. Oh, we love Mardi Gras. That's it's American, right? Is that New Orleans? Is that a New Orleans thing, I believe? So, happy Mardi Gras. That's exciting. You'd be so down to join a Discord for this small but great community? That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll consider doing that, starting a Discord server. That could be fun. I'll definitely look into that. Alright, let's get Unknown F ironed out. And there we are. Unknown F. Done and dusted. That's now 7 unknown forms if you count the one we made that ended up on the wall. So let's get this guy under some weight so that it doesn't warp. Hoenn has good starters, legendary characters, and region had a good remake too? Yeah, definitely. Definitely a good take. Proceeds to dox a fan. My bad, fam. My bad. You gotta go? Alrighty. Well, have a good night, Shiny Turtwig, whose Dutch name I have trouble pronouncing as a Canadian. I hope you have a good sleep. And if you want, check back for the VOD, see if we hit any shinies. Iaju, have you played any of ZA? No, I have not. And in Canada, it's ZA. I remember the last stream you mentioned how you haven't played much past Sinnoh and Unova, so I'm just curious. I didn't play ZA. I played Legends Arceus a lot, and I really, really enjoyed that. But my experience with playing newer Pokemon games just on the Switch, I didn't find the hardware to be satisfying to play on just because of how few frames you end up getting. And so I ended up not playing much of the newer games. And if I ever end up getting a Switch 2, which currently I don't plan to, but maybe one day, then I'll consider playing some more of the newer Pokemon games. But we got to move on to the next unknown. What comes after F? We've got Unknown G. Let's quickly find a picture of that. There we go, nearly destroying the whole stream, but we got her. But now the most important question. What will the die say? Will we get the 20 for Unknown G? Time to find out. Are you guys ready? Here we go. I'm afraid to say it. We did not hit a 20. This is our 8th unknown, and we roll an 8. I guess it fits, but it still kind of sucks. Oh, alas, the hunt continues. Let's not hit a full odds here. Let's get this faster than 20. I'd love to make multiple, but I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Let's get another normal Unknown G going here. Hey, Dragonite boy, welcome. Mischievous Bull. After the last stream, I went to watch The Rise of Darkrai, and oh my god, I forgot how cute Darkrai was. The best part, his stick legs. Yes, I've seen so many pictures of that. It's so funny. I love little stick leg Darkrai. I still haven't seen the movie, though. That's something I'm going to have to watch eventually. Cora, no shiny? No shiny. We hit an 8. Imastia? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but just stop by to cheer you on before bed. Thanks. Hope you have a good night. If you want, you can check the VOD tomorrow and see if we hit any shinies. So far, out of luck, but hopefully the future letters are nicer to us. For now, we're going to get started on Unknown G. Just regular old G. G for gorgeous as is. Oh, I guess I gotta pull up my template. This unknown reminds me that lowercase g is really weird in some fonts. Yeah, this does not look like a G. I would never guess. If you just showed this to me, I'd be like, that looks like a dumbbell with a stick on it. I don't know what this is, but this is Unknown G. And you know what? They're all right. We don't hate here. We love all the unknown forms. That's why we're making them all. 19.6. There we go. Unknown Q is going to be shiny, and I will bet $1.36, as it's all I have to spend right now on it. Well, I have no way of taking your money, so you're going to have to find a bookie who's taken these bets. But I'll accept. $1.36 on Unknown Q being shiny. I'm not above a little low stakes gambling. I like playing poker. I've only been to the casino once, but I had a fun time. I'd consider myself a very frugal person, but I ain't above a fun bet, you know? I think I just enjoy playing casino games more than I actually enjoy gambling money. I like that there's like some stakes to it, but I'm not somebody who enjoys the thrill of risking thousands of dollars on a improbable bet. I just like poker for the game, and I like blackjack for the game. And I don't enjoy as much like the slots or the roulette and stuff like that. I enjoy the game aspect more of it than the money aspect. But I do also like a bet. A good bet is always fun between friends. These would make great and unique fridge magnets. Yes, that is a great medium for Perler bead art as fridge magnets. Right now, just to get them out of the way, I've just been sticking them on random areas of my house. I put one in the kitchen. I just stuck one randomly in the living room, in the front hallway, above my bedroom door. I'll find permanent homes for them eventually, but right now, just so that they're not cluttering my desk, they're just kind of strewn about the house, so my roommates can encounter some unknowns. It'll be like an I Spy game. Can you find all 28 unknowns? I'm the person I'll spend on others as much as I can, but a $6 laptop case for myself I'll need to think about for a month. That is not a bad mindset to have, Ariane. I think that's a very thoughtful mindset, but protect your laptop. Spend $6 on yourself. If your friends are worth that much to you, you're worth that much as well. If you guys are enjoying this music, this is Pokey and Chill 2 by Michael, the music artist, Mikel. Look him up on YouTube. He is very talented and has a lot of cool lo-fi, chill vibe soundtracks like this. And I enjoy his music a lot, and that's why I use it on stream. And he also allows it with accreditation in the comment or in the description. So the link should be in the description of this video to the track. So definitely go drop a like there. Sets a good atmosphere for the stream. Just nice chill vibes. That's what we're here for. Just doing some arts and crafts, hanging out, listening to chill Pokemon music. It's a good time. Okay, yes, good. Go spend that money. Alright, that's the outline. Now for the part that sometimes breaks my brain. Time to use like 5 different shades of gray to line this up. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Anyways, I do have to go. You might be back. No worries, no worries. I will have a great rest of my day as long as you have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you for the next live stream. If you can't check back, come check back and watch the VOD. See if we hit any shinies. But have a good rest of your day, Iaju. All right. Next shade. This is 5. Yeah. Now that we've started on Gen 3 on the wall, I want to hear what you guys, which Pokemon you guys are most excited for. Who's your, like, Gen 3 stan? For me, I'm really looking forward to Shiftry. If you saw my Trico video, I mentioned that I really like Shiftry. I always loved getting him as a Pokemon card. I always thought the cards were super cool for Shiftry. And he just looks super freaking cool with his, like, leaf blade hands. I'm really excited to get to make that one. But I want to know, who are you guys most looking forward to? Is that all for that color? I think that is. I know I see a lot of love for Mudkip in the comments, but Mischievous Bull, Flygon, and Latios? Oh, yes. Flygon is another one that I'm super duper looking forward to. Speaking of cool cards, I had a bunch of cool Flygon cards. I probably still do somewhere, but yeah, they rock. Flygon and Latios, super cool. There's just so many cool ones in Gen 3. Flygon is, like, gotta be one of my top favorite Pokemon of Gen 3, too. Such a cool design. Plusle and Minun? Yes, cute. They are always so cute. I didn't like pulling them as cards as a kid because a lot of them in the Gen 3 Pokemon card sets were rare cards, and I was always frustrated as a kid. It's like, why is this weak little mouse a rare card? But then you grow up and realize these guys are just too cute. And I love them anyway. But those ones are going to look super cute on the wall. They're going to be a sweet little duo up there. Weedle, Solomon Smith, 2277. Welcome here. Welcome here, Mr. Weedle. We got Weedle up on the wall. He didn't get his own video, unfortunately, because of my negligence. But we can still look forward to Weedle. Mr. Helgio? Hey, where do you get the template for the Pokemon? So these designs... Oh my gosh. As I drop my beads everywhere. These designs are the exact one-to-one recreations of the Generation 6 Plus menu sprites. They're archived, the sprites themselves are archived on Bulbagarden, So you can find them there. And the template that I use, I found a cool Japanese website, nayakoko.com, shout out, nayakoko.com. They got a bunch of them templated there nicely, as well as the exact template of the sprite. So you can find that stuff there. What's next? This one. Masquerade, Breloom, and Nincada line would be cool too. Yes. I love the Nincada line as well. Nincada and Ninjask and Shedinja. And Breloom's just such a cool little guy. Little mushroom fighter. And then, I mean, there's just so many really cool looking ones. Like, you got Metagross and Salamence. Like, oh my goodness. This generation is going to have so many cool ones. Ugh, I just want to make them all. And that's what we're going to do. Speaking of making them all, we're getting pretty close to being finished Unown G already. I'm gonna need a top up on the light gray here. My container is running dry. Alright, I think we just need to fill the eyes in with white and then we're done. I wish the light wasn't so exposed on my face. I needed to light the shot for you guys to be able to actually see what I'm doing, but at the same time, it just makes my face look like I'm staring into the sun. Highlight my forehead. We'll figure out a better setup in the future. For now, you can stare at my overexposed face. Cool, thank you very much. You'll give it a try yourself. Awesome. Yes, we love to see people getting into the hobby. It's a lot of fun. You love my projects. Keep it up. Greetings from Germany. Thank you. Thank you for watching all the way from Germany. That's really cool. We love our fans all over the world here. Speaking of loving it, G for Germany is just done. We have got Unown G completed. Unless I'm missing a bead. Looks good. Let's get this bad boy taped up and ironed up. You were just looking up Gen 3. Jirachi sprite is a little worrying as Jirachi has its third eye open. I don't understand the significance of the third eye. Is that some lore I'm missing out on that I haven't learned yet? Can you explain to me what the significance of the third eye does? I remember watching the movie that had Jirachi in it when I was little, and I don't remember a single thing about it. Alright, let's get these holes in and ironed up. Perfect. Et voilà. Here's F all finished up. The iconic Unown look. Let's get this bad boy ironed. Et voila. We have Unknown G done and dusted. Let's get this bad boy covered up so that he doesn't warp. At this point, it's probably a QFA, but who's your favorite Pokemon? Definitely not the first time I've been asked, but I will give a consistent answer. I love Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is my favorite. Was my first favorite Pokemon. She's who I used to beat Pokemon Yellow with over and over, and thus holds a very special place in my heart. Mischievous Bull, you believe the third eye is where its true power is stored, and that's why Jirachi keeps it closed? So that could spell a little problem. But with the amount of crazy, disaster-inducing Pokemon we put on the wall so far, I think I'll take my chances. Joan, love every vid, been following since Meowth. You're an OG. You are an OG. Thank you for watching and thank you for liking it. And before we get on to the next Pokemon, I drank too much coffee. It's time for a bathroom break. So everybody take 5. Hello, hello. I am back. And do y'all know what that means? It's time for another shiny roll. I am begging the RNG gods that we can make a shiny this stream. I really want it. I want it so bad. So Dragonite Boy, you love the Pokemon Joltik, and your friend make a pom-pom one. Like a Joltik out of pom-poms? Like little yellow boop boop boop. That's so cute. Oh my god, wait, that's actually crazy. Oh man, that's actually so cute to think about. What the heck? A pom-pom Joltik? Oh my god, that's actually such a cute design. I never even thought to use. Man, I haven't thought of pom-poms since I was like... It was like kindergarten craft time. Huh. That's actually really fun. And Joltik is so good for that because he's just like a little yellow puffball. That's a great idea. Maybe something to consider incorporating. Ah, my brain's working too hard now. Time to stop thinking. With a big pom-pom and paper and card? That's really creative. Sounds like you have a very creative friend. And I might take inspiration from them. Okay. Folks, time to get serious. We need a natural 20. Not like we can roll anything other than a natural anything. We have no modifiers to this. Let me get G off the screen. We're done with G. We need a 20. I want to make a shiny. I don't even know what colors I'm using for shiny. It's blue of some kind, but... Wish me luck, chat. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Again? We hit a 1 again. We hit a freaking 1 again. Those of you who were here last week know that Unown C dropped us a natural 1. That's 2. 2! Ugh. What the heck? What the heck? Kana Kitty, welcome here. You came just in time for us to roll our second natural 1 of the series. Ugh. That could have been 2 20s. Ah! Now Unown C. And frickin' Unown H. Both 1s. I don't even want to make him anymore. He's such a silly guy. But I'll do it. Let's find a picture of this sucker. There he is. Natural 1, Unown H. You know, for my wall project, I was like, okay, I don't want to make shiny Pokemon for this. I just want it to be all the regular ones, but I get so many comments being like, hey, make shiny Pokemon. I want to see shiny Pokemon. And like, I want to see shiny Pokemon too. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be fun. And then I'm like, okay, I don't want to just like make a shiny Pokemon because that's not that fun. Like, to make a shiny Pokemon, to get a shiny Pokemon in the games, you gotta get lucky. You gotta get like a 1 in 4,000 or 1 in 8,000 in the old games. And it's like, okay, well, I don't wanna make 8,000 sprites before I make a shiny, so I'll roll a die. I'll roll a 1 in 20, you know? And it's like that. There's 28 unknowns. That should get me one, right? And then we're like 8 in, and we're already got 2 natural 1s. RNGesus does not want us to make a shiny. I'm sorry, chat. It's just not gonna happen. Our luck is too bad. Our luck is too bad. You came in right at C last time, and now you... Oh, Kana Kitty, don't think that. It's not you. It's definitely just my luck. It's my punishment for not just listening and making a shiny, you know? Now I have to be punished with natural 1s. Oh, well, we'll hit one eventually, right? Eventually. Real Dragonite boy. He also made the Reuniclus preform. Pre-preform. Oh, that's, something. I forget. I also can't remember its name now. As a Christmas tree ball decoration and a green pumpkin. That's real. Solaces. Solaces is the name. That's really cute. I like that. Mischievous Bull. Did some research on Jirachi's third eye. Is its true eye. It uses it to absorb energy for its 1,000-year hibernation. However, there's no mention of it in the dexes. Interesting. So it's like potentially non-canon, some like loose canon lore. Okay, interesting. Well, that doesn't sound like it's going to destroy anything, so I think we're safe to make the third eye. It can just sit on the wall absorbing its power for a while. That's chill. That's chill. Okay. Oh, I'm procrastinating because of my disappointment in Unown H. You know, it's a cool design. I thought maybe this would be a fun one to have shiny, but no. Okay. Let's get H going here. Gotta go in 12. 12 plus 5. And up. Alright. It's anime movie lore? Okay. So it's canon. It's just not game canon. Unown H is a cool design at least, so like, could be worse. Could it be worse? Could it be worse than a 1? Probably not. But whatever. Still gotta make them. Keep saying him, but I don't think Unowns have gender. I believe they're genderless. They just kind of spawn in ancient ruins and then time travel, which is pretty chill. Pretty chill to be an unknown. Just kind of vibing. Mysteriously existing in ruins. Spelling out random words. Wonder if that's how Unown communicate. I know they like communicate with each other in like some sort of telepathic language, but I wonder if a group of Unown get together and be like, yo, I really want to say this to somebody. We gotta go find a bunch of Unown that we can spell this thing out for them. Is that how they make friends, maybe? Get together with letters of words that they want to spell? Or like just have like a full alphabet of Unown so that they can spell out any word they want. Maybe that's how they like determine an alpha pack of Unown. We can spell anything. We have every letter. You must listen to us. It's like a drone light show, but with Unown just spelling out words. Unown shade chat. You get a group of sassy Unowns that just tease everybody that walks by. Gotta have a couple of each letter so you can call someone a butt. I'll make sure to make a bunch of them into fridge magnets so that I can just leave messages for my roommates in Unown. Just, if they left something in the fridge, I can leave a message about it. Or stick messages on their doors. That'd be very silly. It's definitely a bit of a bigger one. Uses a lot more black. That's the outline done. Let's get the pupil. Boom. Got the outline done. So Dragonite Boy, you're playing Pokemon Emerald with only part blue and green Pokemon for a advanced challenge. That is a good challenge. You gotta play thematic Pokemon only. Only Emerald Shade Pokemon can be played. That's not a bad idea. That's kind of like a fun little difficulty modifier. I vibe with that. Hey, Jirachi. Welcome. We were just talking about you. Not specifically you as a person per se, but you as a Pokemon. We were talking about your third eye. I've been thinking about potentially playing a Pokemon game on stream. And I don't want to just play, I would want to have, kind of like what you're doing, Sir Dragonite Boy. I'd want to have some sort of rule set, like a Nuzlocke, or maybe play like a ROM hack of some kind. But I've always been interested in trying a Nuzlocke. I've never done one before, and I think that could be pretty fun to play on stream. So perhaps in the future, instead of beating, maybe we can do some gaming. On top of the beating. Should Aeron's blue eyes and Zubat count? For Pokemon Emerald? I don't know. That's debatable. I think if you're going with blue, Zubat could work, but they're not very emerald colored. And if you ever want to evolve it into Crobat, then you're kind of out of luck. I don't make the rules, but I don't think I'd let that slide if I was playing that rule set. Shiny Aeron is blue. That's true, isn't... What is Shiny Aggron? If you can get a Shiny, that's the right variant, then you can play it. But then you got a Shiny Hunt, and Shiny Hunting in Gen 3 was still hard. So I think that's kind of your stipulation there. Evolutions don't count. Okay. That's a bit of a carve-out then. Then you can maybe get away with it. But it's how you have fun with it, right? So if you don't feel good about doing it, then don't do it. But if you feel like that fits the rules you've made for yourself, then do it. It's however you enjoy a game. That's the way with any game. You don't need to play it by how people think you should play it. Games are there to be fun, and if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. It's as simple as that. If you're working to achieve a goal, you can do it however you want. Oh, did I miss a couple? No, I think I'm right there. This is full. Getting a little burpy from all the coffee. I love my coffee a lot, but I drink too much of it. I don't even drink that much compared to some people, but sometimes my body says that's enough, and I don't listen. Because my brain needs its fast juice. But that also means no Flygon since Trapinch is orange. Ooh, you're right. Oh, the Flygon would be so cool. Oh, man. Okay, well, hey, you're being consistent with your rule set, so I gotta applaud you for that. But I'd be really sad to try and build like an Emerald team. That could be a cool idea, where you gotta beat the Elite Four with a team of like Emerald-colored Pokemon. So you have until the end of the game to build your final team. I think that would be a cool idea as well. Because then you could go for like a Flygon, and you could maybe make Shiftry count because he's got some green. Maybe like Breloom. There could be some cool mons you do with that. Mistress Bull. I once played Black 2 with an all-dragon team. Hydreigon was a pain to train because the enemies had fighting and bug types. Ooh, yeah. That doesn't sound the most fun, for sure. But Hydreigon is a very cool Pokemon. And definitely worth being a bit of a pain in the ass to train. But I think if I were to do another Pokemon playthrough, I'd probably want to do either a Generation 2 or a Generation 3 game to start. Just because those two of the first, like, 4 generations were the ones I had the least amount of playtime in. Gen 3 was by far the least amount. But just because I played so much Gen 1 and Gen 4, it just kind of defaults to Gen 2 and 3 being the ones I played less of. Even though I still put in a considerable amount of hours into Gen 2. I mean, I beat Silver, Gold, and Crystal on their cartridges, and then I also played a bunch of Soul Silver. But I would definitely want to consider playing those two just because I don't have... It would just feel like a fresher experience for me, whereas I played a lot of Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Leaf Green as a kid. So Gen 1 doesn't feel quite as fresh. And then I played probably a solid few hundred hours into Platinum as well. And then also playing through Diamond. So I'd probably do another Pokemon Emerald playthrough, or maybe a Crystal playthrough could be fun, or maybe like a Heart Gold Soul Silver. Those remakes are just so good, they're always worth playing again. Oh, burpee. On my team, I have Grovyle, Swallow, Shroomish, Azumarill, Electrike, and Ralts. That's a solid team. There's a lot of good Pokemon on there. I like all those Pokemon. I missed. That's alright. We got it right here. One thing that the person's saying about my third eye is that the third eye is on the belly, and the line goes like this. Oh, like a closed parentheses. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the update, Jirachi. We appreciate accurate lore. I haven't done my research on Jirachi yet, since I haven't made it yet. But we're getting close. I say close, and it's still like over 100 days away, but compared to the beginning of the series, it's pretty close. It's starting the generation. You play mostly Gen 3 Dragon Knight Boy? That's not a bad generation to play a lot of. It's definitely a good one. I just didn't play it as much because I just didn't have the games. It was as simple as that. Not because I didn't like it as a kid or anything, those weren't the games I owned. But I did borrow my cousin's copy of Pokemon Emerald when I was older, like in high school, because I wanted to do a playthrough of it. So I did get to experience it, even if I didn't play it growing up. Oh yeah, I need more light gray beads. Let's see if I can find them in this drawer of chaos. Shoutouts to Artkal for sending me so many of these beads. I made sure to get lots of these dark gray ones so that we could work on these Unown projects, because I knew that that was a project that I really wanted to do. It was super sweet. The person who I talked to, their representative, was really nice. And I'm just really happy that I get to make more projects for you guys with that. Oh my god, just dropping my stuff everywhere. Boom. Alright, let's get this guy finished up. I remember there are some features that I can do in chat here. I wonder, I can do a Q&A or start a poll. Interesting. Maybe one of these days I'll enable the Q&A feature on this. If people have enough questions, I can just put that in chat. Might do that at some point. I think I just got to get the white beads in now. And then we'll have another disappointment, another Unown done. I love you, Unknown H. You just rolled a natural one, and I don't appreciate it. You're still a cool Unown form. I'll still iron you, yada, 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 yada. Just next time, be a little better than a 1. Like, come on. You really want to be like Unknown C. Et voila. Unknown H is here H for here. Also use the third eye to absorb the energy of the Millennium Comet, so I can hibernate for 1,000 years, released all over the course of a millennium in order to keep balance in the Pokemon world. That's a very important role you have, Jirachi. I'm surprised you even have enough time to just, like, come hang out in my chat. Thank you so much. You're a very impressive Pokemon. And we have Unknown H done. Despite rolling a natural 1, we have Unknown H. They're here. We're gonna get him taped up and ironed up, even though they were a massive disappointment. I mean, we still love you, Unknown H, but you were a disappointment. You were. It's okay. After this, Unknown I is gonna be so 20 coded. I is gonna be a shiny for sure. Let's get this poked up. Alrighty, and let's... Oh, I didn't even plug in the iron. Dang it. Alright, let's let this thing heat up for a sec. Ah, one casualty. No matter, we can fix it. Boom. Mischievous Bull. Jirachi also swaddles itself in its streamers to sleep like a blanket. That is adorable. I wish I had streamers on my little head so that I could wrap it up like a blanket. Especially in these cold Canadian winters. Holy smokes, that would be nice. But it's actually been really warm recently. It's like minus, like, I think it's only like -2 Celsius today, which is like high 20s Fahrenheit, I think. So like pretty, for Canada, pretty warm. Oh yeah, let's grab the paper. G turned out. It's like a little pendulum. All right, let's iron. Not the sturdiest one. Unown H in the books. They may have been a natural 1. I don't have anything else. They were a natural 1. Very disappointing. I should unplug the iron. Whatever, they're here. Surely Unown I is going to be much nicer to us, right? Surely. Okay. Let's hide this boy. Hey, Paolo Productions. Welcome, welcome. Are we ready for another shiny roll, chat? We have the elusive D20. That has not given us anything nice yet. I think the best we rolled was a 17, which I guess is pretty close. Maybe? I can't even remember. But we've gotten 2 natural 1s. And that's been very frustrating. But never fear. Unown I is going to be the shiny. Are you folks ready? What are we going to hit? We're looking for the 20. Let's go. Oh! Chat, we hit! We hit! Let's go! It's a 20! Oh my god, it's a 20. I know I said it on all of them, but I called it. I knew Unown I would be a 20. Let's go! Sheesh! Oh my god, we got a shiny roll. Now I gotta find colors. Wait, okay. You guys have to help me pick the shiny colors for this guy. Wait. This is actually crazy. I didn't think we'd actually hit. Holy smokes. Okay, wait. I gotta look up shiny Unown. Let's see if I can find a PNG of it. This one, right? Yeah. Sheesh, let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. From a natural 1 to a natural 20. Let's go. Boom. It's a little pixelated, but who was here, chat? Who was here for the shiny Unown? Okay, I gotta find some shades of blue that'll work for this. I think these Artkal blues could be good for one shade. We need some like darker blues as well. Maybe, is this one maybe a little too... Oh, that actually looks pretty close. That one might not be bad. Because there's like 5 different shades of gray, so I'm going to need to find like... Well, one of them is like for the eye color. The eye stays white. And the pupil stays black, or is the pupil blue as well? Looks like the pupils... Oh, okay, the pupil is blue in some, but black in the others. I think I'm gonna make it blue. I'm gonna make the pupil blue as well. I think that's probably the right call. Okay. Let's try these. Time to keep digging through here for some blue. Do I want to use like a cobalt blue? What about like turquoise? I have some Perler colors too. Got to get all my colors out here and see which ones are going to work best. I maybe should have done this off stream, but you guys get to help me pick. Peacock blue? That's too dark. Okay. Should we keep the outline black? I think I'm gonna keep the outline black, but we're gonna make the the interior shades the blue shiny color. 'Cause I think if I were to make a shiny Pokemon, I would keep the outline black for all of them, because that's what I do on the wall. They're just all the outlines are black. I think it would look weird if I was shading it with like a different color, or like outlining it with a different color. So let's keep that. What do we think of this cobalt blue, right? This cobalt? Yeah. This looks like maybe a solid one for like a darker shade. And what about this one? Do these go well together? Yeah, this could be like another shade. Maybe a slightly lighter. And then maybe this one for a slightly lighter shade. These two look maybe like just slightly too different of hues to work. I think I have a bag of blue as well in here somewhere. Yeah, I got a couple of like Ziploc bags of these blues. These ones are similar. I think we go with these. What do we think of this? We go from like cobalt to like a lighter blue into more like a pastel blue for shading. I think that would look nice. Is that all the shades I need? I think I need one more shade of gray. One more shade of gray to replace. How's this one? Is this one even lighter? Yeah. Maybe I use this one for some of like the brightest highlights. Princess Sar, welcome. Do beads from different manufacturers go together? Like it doesn't matter? As long as you have good quality beads. Like This is Perler and this is Artkal, and I believe the ones in these are Perler. These are like high quality beads. These are some of the best brands you can get, and I have found no issue with fusing them together. Even in like the unknowns I've been making thus far, like in G here, the white beads are Perler and the black beads are Perler, but all of the shades of gray are Artkal. And so they fuse together seamlessly. So as long as you got good quality beads, you're good to go. I think this is the color combo we're gonna go. We're gonna go Cobalt from Perler. I can't remember if this is light blue. And then there's... one of these is light blue, the other one is a different shade of blue. Maybe pastel. One is pastel, one is light. And then this is, what number? Artkal goes by numbers. This is 73. 73 from Artkal. And then we'll still use white and light gray for the eyes and black for the outline. And I'm going to make the pupil... maybe I'll make the pupil like an even darker shade of blue. I think I have like a dark blue. Okay. Sorry. Finagle around in there. Ah, is this it? Yeah. We got like a dark blue. That's what I'll use for the pupil. Okay. I like this. That's the plan. Shiny Unown eye. We got one. We're not going to go Ophir. We're not going Ophir, folks. Show me the sparkles. Show me the sparkles. Da boy, hello, welcome. You came just in time. We just hit our very first shiny form of the series. We're making shiny Unown eye. We're gonna make the outline, and then we're gonna have a beautiful blue boy, or genderless blob. In we go. 5, 13, 13, 5 up. Boom. All right. Are you going to keep the die rolls going? Of course. We roll on every one. If we can get more shinies, who's to say no? We hit 2 natural 1s. We can hit 2 natural 20s. Boss Manant, hello. Welcome here, boss. I hope I'm doing a good enough job for you, boss. Please don't fire me. This is all I have left. Shiny question mark? That'd be sick. I think this is the first shiny Pokemon I'm ever making out of beads. You guys are witnessing history right now. This is the first shiny Pokemon not only on this channel, but I think that I have ever made. I haven't even just made one for fun. I'm starting to feel like you have to have intimate knowledge of how XY axis work to be good at this. It's not that hard. I just like to center the designs on the pegboard. So I just take a look at the size of the sprite and kind of measure it in my head and try and get close to the center. DeBoy, have you ever done a Nuzlocke? No, I have not. I was actually just talking about that earlier, that I kind of want to do a Pokemon run sometime and maybe have that be a Nuzlocke. Is that something you'd be interested in watching? The camera's out of focus. Well, that's annoying. Don't know why it's being a brat. It's because it's a shiny. It doesn't want you guys to see. Let me finish this outline. I'll see if I can fix that. This isn't a very nice camera. It's just kind of a, it's just a webcam that I have hooked up to a circle light, a ring light. So the controls on it are not very nice, unfortunately. The resolution was so much nicer before. I don't know why it's going so out of focus now. Move it a bit closer here. Is that? Well, this is gonna have to be okay for now, because I unfortunately don't have any like focus controls on it. But hey, Cora, yes, we hit a shiny. We rolled a 20 on Unown Eye. We're gonna make this sucker blue. Am I gonna be making Mega Pokemon out of the beads? Maybe someday. Hopefully sometime soon. That'd be cool. Definitely a project for future Jibs to work on. But right now, we're working on every unknown. Boom. Shiny pupils. I hope we get another Cora. We're gonna keep rolling. If we can get 2 natural 1s, we can get 2 natural 20s. I believe in us. We get a splash of color in this mix. Hope that's better for you. Oh, you mean the left side of the eye? It's just the framing of the of how the sprite is. It'll make, because it's like slightly looking to the left. It'll make a little more sense once the shading's done. DeBoy, what is your favorite starter Pokemon of all time? My favorite starter Pokemon is hard to pick. That is... It's tough, but if I had to make a decision, it's probably my boy Turtwig. Turtwig is... I loved turtles growing up, and Turtwig was just... He's just so cool. I love him. It's hard to beat. Torterra, so freaking cool. Big island turtle. Sick as hell. I would definitely go with my boy Turtwig and Torterra. Groddle is like embodiment of awkward teenager, but we still love him for that. Okay, this is the next shade, right? Yeah. And this is... Oh no, wait, this would be 3. Ah! I made a whoopsie. Yeah. Oh, there should be one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's it. All right. I think this might actually be the shiny unknown you have in Pogo. Oh, that's sick, actually. What are the odds? I don't think I have a shiny eye. I know I haven't played Pokemon Go in a couple of years at this point now, but I know I had a bunch of shiny unknowns. I had at least a few different forms. This is 4. I think that's all 4. Now we just gotta get one more shade in here and then we'll fill in the eyeballs. Two, 4, 5, 6, boom. And just the whites of the eyes. It is, I just checked. Nice. Well, now we have the same shinies. That's pretty fun. Sun and Moon has a fire dragon called Turtonator? Yes, Turtonator's pretty cool too. Although I really played, that's probably the generation I've played the least of. It's the generation of cards that was being released when I got back into Pokemon cards for a bit as a young adult. And I had a lot of Turtonator cards. Your favorite is Mudkip because growing up you got an axolotl as a pet and Mudkip reminds you of him? That's so cool. You had an axolotl? Like a real axolotl pet? I don't think I've met anybody that actually has a pet axolotl that wasn't in Minecraft or something. That's sick. That is a super valid reason to have Mudkip as your favorite. That looks so cool. We have a blue Unown. Shiny Unown. Shit. Look at that. Look at that beauty. We finally hit. We finally hit. You hope it gets to Cinderace on the wall? That's gonna be a tough one, buddy. I don't know if Cinderace is making the wall. It's that's not to be said Cinderace will never be made. You know, there's a shot at that, but it's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough to get up on the wall. Okay, let's tape up this boy. This non-gendered creature. And get it ironed. Princessaur, you want to get into the cards, but I can never find them in stock? That's such a huge issue these days. It's really unfortunate what has become of Pokemon card collecting, with the values of the cards being so crazy and volatile, and people who are bad faith try and get into the hobby and ruin it for people who just want to enjoy it like your average person. So it's a bit of a shame that that's what's happening right now, and I can totally understand. I haven't bought actual packs in years. When I got back into it kind of in like it was like a little before COVID, 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. That was kind of when I was an adult and had actual adult money and was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind collecting Pokemon, but I still kind of want to do it on a budget. And so a lot of people, it wasn't as poppin' as it was now. And so a lot of people were getting out of the hobby, and I bought a lot of used collections for very, very reasonable prices. And so my collection now is quite large just because I bought a bunch of used cards back in the day. And now to see what some of those cards are going for is ridiculous. How many Pokemon are already on the wall? Hamzoe have just put the 255th Pokemon up on the wall. You can go watch that Torchic short on my channel right here. All right, let's get this guy poked up and ironed. Boom. There's tons of people who see it as a side hustle and don't even care about Pokemon. Yeah, exactly. And that kind of sucks. It sucks for the people out there who just want to crack a pack and can't even find one. Oh, no. Oh my god. I did this very sloppy. Some shiny surgery inbound. Crisis averted. Let's get this bad boy fused. Look at it. It's gorgeous. A beautiful blue unknown. Let's get him pressed so that he doesn't warp. We started the day with Unown F. And then we had Unown G. And our natural one, Unown H. Kind of a disappointment, but right there, shiny Unown I. We hit. Once it's done flattening, we'll show them all together. How many generations do you think will fit the wall? Well, that Martian Lad 98. We might be on our last generation. I hate to say it, but I don't know if we're getting much past Gen 3 on this wall. I don't know that for sure. I haven't measured it to the pixel, but we are definitely over halfway done the wall. We're not fitting all of Gen 4 on here, I don't think. RJ Rocks, hi there, glad to meet you. I'm glad to meet you. Thanks for stopping in. Princessor, I think Gen 3 might be the last one. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You'd love to see Dialga done? That would be cool. Dialga, all of the Gen 4 legendaries are sick. We love that. Desperate to reach Groudon? Well, the Chonky Panda, I think I can make that happen for you. If I were to guess, if I were to make an educated guess, I think Groudon's gonna get there. You're gonna have to wait. That's a few days away. And by a few days, I mean like a few months. But I think we'll get there. I think we're gonna get there. It would be annoying if you ran out of room mid-Evo line. Agreed. Agreed, Mischievous Bull. And I think we're going to have to come up with the system. Not necessarily a system, but we're going to have to come up with a plan if that were to happen, you know? I don't want the end of the wall to be like, oh, hey, you hit Groddle, and now you're done. It's like, oh, that kind of sucks. So when we get closer to the end of the wall, we'll kind of figure it out, and I won't make any executive decisions until we get close to that. Because it would be a shame to end such a cool project on a very unsatisfying Pokemon. So, yeah. Why don't we do at least one more? Let's get at least one more Unown done here. We're going to be working out one more Unown. Maybe we'll do 2 more, but for sure 1 more. We got to get at least 5 done again today. What are we? We're a little over 2 hours in? Sure. Chonky Panda. I was working it out and Groudon will just miss my birthday, but I can be patient. We will get there. We'll get there. Okay. For those of you that weren't here, we just hit a shiny Unown I. Right there. I gotta remove that off the screen now, though. Because Unown I is in the books. Will Unown... We've already done J. J is on the wall. So we will be skipping J, and we will be going to Unown K. Will Unown K be a shiny? That's not for us to decide. We didn't choose to make Unown I. Unown I chose to be shiny for us. Will Unown K give us this 20? Or will we get our 3rd natural one of this series? It's time to decide now. Drum roll, please. I don't have a drum roll sound effect, so that rolled off screen. I'm gonna nudge it towards. Chat, it rolled on an 18. We were so close. 20 into 18. That's not a 20. It's not going to be a shiny back-to-back. But at least it's not a natural one. At least it's not a natural one. Where's the board? Here it is. Ugh. What's my favorite Pokemon? Well, Hamza, my favorite Pokemon is Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is iconic. She's beautiful. She's my favorite. The door can probably hold some there duct taped to it. Well, I don't think I'd duct tape it, but I did actually, you know, a lot of people have mentioned using the door, and it's not like it's a pocket door, right? So like it slides open and closed. And so I'm worried about putting things on there because I don't think the door would be able to open. But I measured it the other day. There is a gap that is just big enough that the door slides into that they could stick on the wall with what I normally use, which is sticky tack. I'm just worried if I open my door and one ever falls off, and it falls off in the wall when the door is open, and it's like the pocket door is inside the wall. If anything falls off in there, I don't know if I'm ever getting that out, because that is like a couple feet deep into the wall, and that just seems very sketchy. So maybe we can do something with the door, but also I'm like a little hesitant. I'm a little hesitant. But that doesn't mean we won't. We'll figure something out. We'll figure something cool out. For now, let's figure out Unown K. Don't need my shiny colors, sadly, but I'm glad we got to one today at least. Can put these blues away. Take a sip of water. We're back to the grays and the blacks. You always thought K had a beak and W had eyelashes? It does kind of look like a beak on an NK, doesn't it? Let's get a picture of it up so everybody knows what we're making. There we go. Let's work on Unown K. Let's center this. We got it at 5, 16, 8, 13, 5 up. There we go. To be honest, it looks like a chicken. It does kind of look like a chicken. It do be quacking a little bit. It's a little duck coated to me, I think. It's giving duck. This would have been a fun one to have shiny, but that's okay. I'm just happy we hit one today. That was awesome. What are the Pokemon after these, if you remember? This series is just all unknowns. We're just making all the unknowns. Unknown A through unknown question mark. And every day I upload a short of a new Pokemon that goes onto the wall behind me to decorate it. Right now we're on Torchic. We just finished Torchic today. And we're going to continue tomorrow with the rest of the evolution line. And onward from there. That I can read, sir. Well, then what are you asking me? What are the Pokemon after these? Then I don't understand your question, sir. Is that all of the gray? Oh no, there's a few more dark gray. I think that's all. Oh, no, I missed some in the upper K. The upper beak. Oh my gosh. Stomach is so burpy. Is that all of them? I think so. Gotta keep bonking it. Which one is next? What are the stick things on the side of the base plate? Oh, like these? These are to connect other pegboards. I have a bunch of them, and they they connect like puzzle pieces. So you can use them, and then there's holes underneath to latch it into here as well. But yeah, you can use them to make a whole big grid if you want to do a big project. If you would have a dream team, what would that be? If I were to have a dream team. This is always such a hard question, because sometimes I can't think of a single mon I'd want, and then other times I have way too many, and I just want them all on my team. But I am gonna take your question, and I'm gonna make it a Gen 3 dream team. Since that's the generation we're working on the wall right now, I'm gonna pick a Gen 3 dream team. So, first on my team, it's gonna have to be Shiftry. My favorite grass type Gen 3. One of my favorite Gen 3s of all time, really. I gotta take my boy Shiftry. He rocks. Next on that team is probably Flygon. Definitely one of the coolest Pokemon. And this is just of my enjoyment. I don't care about competitive viability for this. It's my dream team. It's my dream. After that, I'm probably taking Metagross. Shiny Metagross, specifically. That shiny rocks so hard. I vibe with that guy big time. Then, just for fun, I'm taking Grovyle because I loved him in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Incredible. No spoilers, but go play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It is such a great game. Explorers of Sky, specifically. That one is so good. And then I'm taking... Wailord. Wailord is so cool. I'm taking Wailord on my team. And then... for a fire type, I want a fire type on my team. For a fire type, Camerupt is really cool. Blaziken's really cool. I'm gonna take Camerupt. I'm gonna take Camerupt as my last one. That one would be a great pick. That's my dream Gen 3 team. Maybe I can make all the gym badges. That's a cool one too. I definitely want to do like items and gym badges and stuff like that at some point as well. That would be awesome. Definitely on the list. And then like actual like trainer sprites and stuff too. Make like Cynthia, a big Cynthia project would be cool. Oh, I missed a dark gray. This one. Looks like the resolution on the camera got fixed a little bit. That's good. It was just hating on us when we were making the shiny one. Classic resolution camera jerk. Hates shinies. Which one of the new Legends a DLC Mega Pokemon are your favorite? I haven't even looked at all of them, but you gotta go with the Starmie, right? Thick-legged Starmie. Kinda crazy, but I like it. Shanna Lemon, love your shorts. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by the stream, too. Even just to say that. That's really sweet. I appreciate that a lot. I'm happy you watch. And that not only you watch, but you enjoy them enough to let me know. That makes my day. I think I just got a fill in the eye. And there we go. Unknown duck in the books. K for the end of duck. Because he looks like a little ducky. Let's get this bad boy taped up. Can we agree the Raichu Megas did it so dirty? Yeah, new Megas Raichu looks like Pikachu? I haven't even seen new Mega Raichu, if I'm being completely honest with you. Maybe I'm a fake fan, but I'll take your word for it. I'll take a look at it after the stream. It's, I hope it's not that bad, but I'll take your word for it. Let's poke the holes in this sucker. Sorry. There's your ASMR portion again. And let's get this thing ironed. Shing ding ding ding. Shiny eye. Looks sick as hell. And there we have it. Unown duck. As always, let's get him pressed. We've got F and G. We've got H. Ding ding ding. We've got I. That's sick. Got a shiny to add to the collection, and we got K done too. This is so exciting. I'm so glad we got one. Oh my goodness. If we were gonna just only roll ones and not actually get 20, that would have been so devastating. But we will not be denied. Unown Eye is here. Would this be a good look? Should I make a Perler bead Unown eye patch to be my eyeball? I think I could pull that off. But folks, I think this is going to be it for the stream. We've been going for a little over 2.5 hours, and we got 5 done again. So I think that is some good progress for today. We hit the shiny, and there's still plenty of opportunities for more. Can we hit another one next week? I think I'll try and be here again next week. It's, I believe I have to work on Tuesday, so we might try and still do it on Tuesday, but I don't want it to feel rushed or anything, so I think we might move it. It might be on Monday, but we might also try the weekend. I'll see what's up this weekend for me, and I'll be sure to post it on socials. But if you watched the stream last week, you'll remember that I showed off one of the creations that I had made that I hadn't put on this channel of my Perler beadwork. So if you guys would like, I can go run and grab another one of my creations, and I can show it off here. So why don't I go do that? And then we can, you can have another little piece of lore, and then we'll sign off. So be right back. This is not a Pokemon creation, but it is still of the Nintendo franchise. A beautiful Majora's Mask. Completely out of Perler beads. This was one of my first bigger projects that I made. Last week I showed off the Mewtwo that I made, and I'm pretty sure that was kind of like the first Perler bead project that I had made as an adult. And then I dug down the Pinterest rabbit hole of trying to find cool creations to make, and I saw this, and even though I wasn't the biggest Legend of Zelda player, I played a couple games, but I saw this and thought this is just the coolest thing to make out of beads. And so I figured I had to do it, and I had the colors, and I think it turned out pretty awesome. It's a really cool display piece. I just have it kind of sitting in my living room. But yeah, I really like this one. Maybe you can make the masks from Majora's Mask. I'm gonna be real, I'm a fake fan. I don't know all the other masks. I just know this one. The only Legend of Zelda game I actually played was Link's Awakening for the Game Boy, and then Link's Awakening Remake for the Switch. That was the only game I had. It was the only game I had for the Game Boy Color. I got it for free from a friend, and that was my introduction into Legend of Zelda. But yeah, Legend of Zelda stuff translates well into Perler beads too, clearly, so those could definitely be future projects. But maybe next week's stream, we'll find out another fun creation of something I've made in the past. Because I got more. I got more lying around. And I got a few even bigger than that one. So, anyway, thank you everybody who decided to come and watch today. And we made a freaking shiny. We've succeeded already. The rest is gravy from here. So I hope to catch you guys in the next one. And I'm going to be signing off. But stay tuned to Instagram or the YouTube posts for when the future streams will be. All right. Bye, everyone.